Hi everyone, we've got a rather tricky 3D trig question here. So it says VABC is a solid pyramid. ABC is an equilateral triangle. So in other words, the base ABC is an equilateral triangle. M is the midpoint of AB, so there it is, M is the midpoint of AB. F is the point on MC, such that the ratio of M to F to F to C is 1 to 2. Now what that means is that M to F is 1/3 and F to C is 2/3 of the length from M to C. VA, so V to A is equal to V to B, which is equal to V to C. Okay, and V to F, in other words, the perpendicular height of the pyramid, is 8 centimeters. Oh, it also says that the vertex V is vertically above F. So we can conclude that this is a right angle there then, okay? The angle VCM is 52, VCM, this angle here is 52. Work out the side length of the equilateral triangle. Really, I know from my experience that students find 3D trig questions to be very tricky as it is, and this is not an easy one. I think the first mistake to make that you've got to be careful of with this particular one is don't fall into the trap of thinking that it is a regular tetrahedron. Okay, the diagram makes it look like it's a regular tetrahedron. In other words, it makes it look as though AV is the same as the length AB, but we can't conclude that at all. And in fact, what I've done is on my diagram, I've kind of like tried to emphasize the fact that that's not the case. So although I've drawn VA and VB and VC all as being the same length as each other, I've tried to make it clearer that we can't assume that they're the same as the length of the equilateral triangle. So we don't know that it's a regular tetrahedron. Okay, we just know that it's a pyramid that has an equilateral triangle as its base. So just be careful about that. Now, the key to success in any question of this type with 3D trig, in my opinion, is just to draw the appropriate triangles and just deal with them one at a time. So I have decided to first of all work in this triangle here, VFC, because I know that that is 8 and I know that that angle is 52. So I know that using regular trig I can find the length FC. So let's sketch that triangle. So there it is, VFC. I've labelled the VF as 8. I've labelled the angle VCF. Remember the M is like over here as 52 because that's that angle there, because this is the triangle that we're talking about here that's standing perpendicular to the base. Okay, so let's think about regular trig. We've got the opposite. We're trying to find the adjacent, so that's going to be tan, because in SOHCAHTOA, tan is opposite over adjacent. We write down tan is opposite over adjacent in SOHCAHTOA. So tan 52 is opposite divided by the adjacent, which is FC. And when you've got an equation of this type, you can just swap those two over and say that FC is therefore 8 over tan 52. And we work that out. It turns out that FC is 6.250, I presume it's centimeters. They don't really tell us any units, so it's 6.520 units, whatever they are. Now that is our length from F to C. But if we go back to the diagram, F to C is 2/3 of the length M to C. So let's write that down. So 2/3 of M to C is the F to C. So if we times by 3 and divide by 2, we get an expression for MC. And MC is 9.375. Okay, now that's going to be useful because we're now going to turn our attention to this triangle that's lying in the base plane here, the triangle CMB. Now, we've just deduced that this length here is 9.375, okay, so CM. So I've labelled that there on the diagram here. We want to find MB, because if we can find out MB, we could just double it to get the length that we're after. So we're trying to find MB, but we do know that this angle here is 60 degrees. Now, how do we know that? Well, we know that because we know that the base is an equilateral triangle. So we know that that angle is 60, and this angle is 90 degrees because this is the midpoint of AB. So we've got a triangle there. We've got enough information to work out what MB is. Again, it's going to be tan because we've got the opposite and we want to deduce the adjacent. So tan 60 is opposite over adjacent. Swapping those two over again, MB is 9.375 over tan 60. We work that out and that is 5.4129. So that is MB. Now, M is the midpoint of AB, so if we double it, we've got the length of the side of the equilateral triangle, which is what we're after finding. So our last step now is to take our MB and double it, and that gives us 10.826, but the question asks for it to 1 decimal place, so it's 10.8 to 1 decimal place. Actually, we don't know what the units are. Now, again, another piece of advice is, again, it would be really easy to make a rounding error in this question. So I would advise you to always work to a higher degree of accuracy in your calculation of your workings than what you give your final answer to. So you can see I've been working here to like 3 decimal places in my calculation, and I know that's going to be great because I only have to give the final answer to 1 decimal place. So in order to avoid rounding errors, always, it's a good practice to work to a higher degree of accuracy in your working out than what you give your final answer. Perfect, I hope you found that helpful. Remember, if you're finding this video helpful, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, that's going to help me keep on making more videos moving forward. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.